Yeah. Yes.
Good evening. I'll be here to talk on coroutines. So the topic for the discussion is I coroutines and by to callbacks. Uh, it's just a simple introduction. I'm IyanuOluwa. I'm here to talk about coroutines in Kotlin and how it improves development over callbacks. So we'll start with some basic definitions so we can flow with what is being talked about for people that have this one no idea. So a callback is also known as a call after function. It's any executable code that is passed as an argument to the other code that is expected to call back. Okay, so basically, personally, when I saw callback first, and the way I mastered it was I call it call me back. That's probably when you execute a function, then like when it's going to probably be a long-term operation, then it will call you back when it's done. So you can also think of it that way. This is a bit too long. So what are coroutines? Yeah, so coroutines are computer programs. They are components of computer programs that generalize subroutines for non-preemptive multitasking. So a subroutine is like a collection of program instructions that perform tasks packaged as a unit. So in the sense that um, you want to do something and it's just like, oh yeah, you want to achieve a goal and there are like a lot of things you do to achieve that goal. So subroutine is a way where you divide the things you want to do to achieve that goal and they're being done concurrently just to achieve that goal. So non-preemptive multitasking is when processes voluntarily yield control periodically to enable multiple applications to run concurrently, like I've said before. So coroutines is just dividing processes into a lot of light threads. In computer science, we all know what thread is. Thread is like smallest unit of a process. So into like light threads to achieve
Sorry about that.
No problem. Yeah, and another advantage is they make your code much cleaner and easier to write and read, because, like I said before, that's one of the disadvantage of callback, and this is improving on this disadvantage. So, and they improve performance because, like I explained before, they are lightweight thread, and they do what they are told to be done and stuff. So this is a coroutine function. Imagine you are trying to do hard laundry and want to use coroutines instead of the one I showed the other time. So we use in coroutines. So suspend is like when you use suspend on the function, it suspends the function till when it's done. So for example, now this is do laundry and wash clothes. So wash clothes is a suspend function using a coroutine. As soon as it's done, it's a result which is done here. So it will be called in the do laundry function, and as soon as it's done, it will show just like the other time. So this is like a small line of code. So it might not, the difference might not be like really clear. Unlike this, when you are writing a lot of this, it becomes difficult to read and keep track of. So if you look at this, you see it's just like a variable, value. So that's the advantage that coroutines with the fact that coroutines are more efficient. They make codes easy to read, write, and debug. So maybe the comment has like made it a bit bulky. This is it without a comment. You do your laundry. When you do your laundry, there's a suspend function that wash the clothes, because of course that asynchronous thing. You cannot put your clothes in the water and bring it out immediately. So you suspend when you are done washing the clothes. That's done, and it shows where you are done. You might want to spread or something. So another thing is the suspend keyword doesn't specify the thread the code runs on. The suspend function may run on a background thread or the main thread. So when you are writing, when you want to start a coroutine, you use dispatchers. So the dispatcher determines what thread coroutine is going to use for execution, and most times you have to specify this, because when you are writing it, you need to specify. You need you don't want memory to leak. You just want to do it in that scope, not outside that scope. Dispatcher uses, you could use armies if you want to run IO operations, input out. That has to do with things like sound, display, and all of those things. Then you could use the dispatcher on the main thread if you don't want to use the IO thread, and you could use creating Coroutine quite easy when you understand the way. So you add a scope, because you don't even allow you to create a coroutine. So you want to avoid leakages. Then in function, then you cancel your job, your scope. When you are trying to create a scope, you create jobs, then you call your suspend functions in the scope. Then when you are done, you cancel the job. I think there's an example after this. So basically, this is a bit generic, because for people that probably want to write something on the back end, that's why it's like this. In Android, there's an update where you don't have to cancel your job yourself. There's an update called view model scope. So when you create your
when you create your when you launch your coroutine in your view model, you just call your suspend function and you don't have to cancel. It's just a way to avoid boilerplate and because you might forget to cancel your job, which cause memory leakage. So this is how to add a scope. You initialize the job, which is coroutine job, and you create the scope using a class coroutine scope that takes in the dispatcher and the job you created. So this case, you could also use dispatcher.io. That was what I was talking about. This is where you specify the thread you want to use for the particular suspend function. So this is where you launch the scope, the scope that you initialize there. Here you launch it and you call your suspend function. You remember the suspend to launch function. Then after you cancel your job, like I said in e development, you don't have to do this, but for Kotlin on the backend, you still have to do this. So basically, that's how to create a coroutine, and I hope we can see how it improves our code, makes it easier to write and easier to debug over callbacks. Thank you. So, do you have any questions?
Okay. So I just want to be sure I understand the talk. Cats and coroutines, they do the same thing.
Yes.
It's just called coroutine.
No, in other languages, in JavaScript, there's async await, which and no, there's promises. Yeah, something called promises that does something like this in languages. So in different languages, we have coroutine is a computer science term. So different languages are like what they are called.
Maybe I should make it a bit very just to share.
Okay.
So I know that on Register,
Okay.
so I know we had to use, so we used when we're integrating Google SDKs, like GME SDKs and all that, that's for adverts. So when you're done, when an advert is done, then there is a callback we get, right? To know that, I think it's on ad completed also.
Okay.
To know when the process, like when it's done, and then so we can redirect it to the next page.
Yes.
So if we want to, can we use coroutines for that
Yes.
same?
Yes, you can. If so you can if you are using Kotlin, because I'm not sure there's something similar to this in Java. Yes, so it's a Kotlin library, but there's something similar to this JavaScript. Angola. Okay. Any other question? Any other question?
So I think just chess or just to buttress this point, I'm trying to answer your question. So callbacks and coroutines practically ought to do the same thing. Except the fact that one gives you a better, say, in terms of performance or results than the other one. So for coroutines, if you are using callbacks, if you see the code, it's like you see like something that looks like spaghetti code. Not necessarily though, but with coroutines, you can just in 2 lines or 3 lines what you would use 10 lines callback to do. You can do that with coroutine. And yeah, so
And now okay, thank you.